Hello everybody, I am Charlie from Dr. Wen, and welcome along to a brand new Doctor Who YouTube video. You may notice something different about this video. This is video sort of doubling as a sort of face reveal, because mainly, since I'm doing a Doctor Who DVD collection, I want to kind of show them in person, well not in person, but you know what I mean, rather than just kind of doing it on a PowerPoint, because, you know, I might be lying if I do that on the PowerPoint. So yes, I'm just doing it like this. I've seen lots of Doctor Who YouTubers do things like this, you know, DVD collections, Doctor Who collections, things like that, and I must admit, that picture you can see behind this, it's not my DVD collection. I just found, you know, this kind of stock image online and used that, so, you know, don't get excited. I don't have that many, unfortunately. I really wish I did, and I might do in the future, I don't know. I'm probably going to be doing one of these every 6 months, maybe 1 year. I'm not too sure at the moment. So yes, without further ado, let's get into this video. And if you're wondering why I've had a lack of videos in the future, stick around to the end, because I will explain what's going to happen with my videos in, you know, the future of this channel. So without further ado, let's get started, and I hope you enjoy. So, first we have Doctor Who The Beginning box set. This is, yeah, it's basically a box set of the first ever Doctor Who stories with An Unearthly Child, the Daleks, and the Edge of Destruction. I've heard very good things about it, to be honest. I've heard the An Unearthly Child Part 1 is very good, but the other three aren't as great. I've heard very good things about the Daleks, however it does have some filler, and I've heard some amazing things about the Edge of Destruction. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to having all of these, and yeah, it just looks like a really, really good box set, so I'm definitely excited to watch all of these. Next up, we have Spearhead from Space. I really, really enjoy this, to be honest with you. I think it's a really fun story, and yeah, just a really good one in general. Spearhead from Space Special Edition, I'm quite happy I've got that. And yeah, in general, it's really, really good. Next up, we have Doctor Who and the Silurians. This is incredible, honestly. Probably not my favourite in the series, but still very, very good. I really like the Silurians. The Third Doctor's at his best here. In general, it's all really, really good, to be honest. Next up, we have another Season 7 story. Hang on. The Ambassadors of Death. This is a really, really good one. My favourite in Season 7, to put it a short way. Yeah, I really, really love this story. It's so good. Yeah, all of it, it's really, really good. I don't really have much else to say on it, to be honest. Next up, Inferno. This is really, really good. I really like the whole parallel Earth setting. We've got like this kind of apocalyptic feel to it, very dark. And yeah, they should have kept this format, you know, the kind of dark, sort of creepy, you know, sort of horror format for Season 8 and 9 and even 10, because it works so well, and this is just absolute proof of it. This is so enjoyable, honestly. Everything about this is brilliant. The only weak point about Inferno, might I add, is probably the Primords. They're not the best villains, however, still very, very good. Next up, a story I'm actually only part of the way through, Terror of the Autons. I'm currently watching part 1 of this, and I'm pretty sure I completed part 1 the other day, and I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I preferred Spearhead from Space. I prefer this to Spearhead from Space, with an opinion which is relatively unpopular. But yeah, I really, really love this, honestly. All of it is really, really good. We've got the Doctor, the Master, the Autons, all of it. It's just brilliant. Next up, another Season 8 story, The Mind of Evil. The Mind of Evil is very, very good. I think it does decline in quality slightly towards the end, but that doesn't stop it from being a really, really good story, honestly. I really, really like this. We've got the Doctor, the Master again, who I was actually quite surprised to see, even though he was on the front cover. I kind of forgot that he'd be in it after watching episode 1, because he only appeared in part 2, so yeah, this is really, really good. The Keller Machine is a brilliant villain, and I'm kind of glad that the Master sort of worked with the Doctor for part of it to stop the Keller Machine. I quite like it when that happens. It happens in the Claws of Axos as well. The Classic Who story I have watched, but only through kind of finding out the order of the clips on YouTube, so yes, Next up, an episode I haven't actually seen. It's The Demons. I've heard alright things about this. I think it's 17th in Doctor Who's Big Poll, which is quite good considering there's around 200 Classic Who stories. Yeah, it's really good. Well, no, I'm expecting it to be really good. I've heard a lot of people recently say it's overrated, but I think they're just doing that because, you know, it's a well-liked story, and lots of the stories like this get the treatment. Genesis of the Daleks to happen too, and it's probably going to happen to the Caves of Androzani. So yeah, that always kind of happens with like Doctor Who stories. I don't really, you know, take it to mean anything. Next up, the Time Warrior. Time Warrior is very good. I think I have very mixed feelings on this episode because this is the first Classic Who story I ever watched, and I didn't really know what to expect. I expected it to be just like New Who. I didn't know it was in a different, you know, several episode format. I thought it'd just be one 40-minute long Sontaran story with the Doctor, but it's completely different to New Who, so I wasn't really expecting it. However, the second time, I loved it. This is so good. I think this would have worked slightly better if the Master was working with the Sontarans. I kind of expected that to happen. I don't really know why. I always kind of presumed that the Master was a huge part of Classic Who. Well, he kind of is, but yeah, he's not in the story, but still very good. Next up, an episode I haven't seen yet, but I'm really looking forward to, and I'm probably going to after Terror of the Autons. Robot. This is the 4th Doctor's first story, and probably my favourite, DVD cover. It looks really cool. And yeah, it's very good. Well, I've heard very good things about it. Some people are saying it's not that great and it's overrated. I'm probably going to like it, to be honest with you. I really like the 4th Doctor, I really like the unit era, and bad special effects don't really bother me, so I'm probably going to like it, let's be honest. Well, you never know though, so I might not. Next up, Genesis of the Daleks. This is a very good story. I saw this is the second Classic Who DVD I ever got, and it's really good. I really enjoyed this, honestly. It was so good. It's interesting because I don't really like episodes 3 and 4, however I really love the rest, so it's a very mixed story for me, still very good. Next up we have an episode I haven't seen, and I haven't seen the rest of these Classic Who stories, so bear with me. The Deadly Assassin. I've heard incredible things about the story, lots of people don't really like it though, but that's to be expected. I'm probably going to like it. It sounds incredible. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching this. Probably going to after Robot. I actually bought this from another Doctor Who YouTuber called EMS Productions. That's EMS Productions. I definitely go and check them out if I were you. They're a really good channel. Next up, a huge box set. This is called The Key to Time, and it's very good. This is probably the biggest box set we have so far, and you know, we have in the Doctor Who community and DVDs. So yeah, it's really good. We have it's basically the entirety of season 16 and includes Tom Baker as the 4th Doctor and Mary Tam as Romana 1. We have 6 stories in here. We've got the Ribos Operation. Haven't seen yet. I've heard some alright things about it. Not the best, but it's, you know, still supposed to be quite good. The Pirate Planet. Lots of people say that this is the best in the series, so I'm really looking forward to watching this. We also have the Stones of Blood. I've heard some relatively bad things about the story. Still looking forward to watching it though, you know, just to see what I think. It's always good watching a Classic Who story, even if you don't like it. We also have the Android, the Androids of Tara. Yeah, it's supposed to be quite good. I've heard very good things about it. Power of Kroll. This isn't very well liked at all, to be honest with you. I'm still looking forward to watching it though. You know, it's still a Classic Who story. And the finale, the Armageddon Factor. Again, not many people really like this, and the series as a whole. However, I'm still looking forward to watching it, and I don't know, I don't think I criticise Doctor Who episodes very heavily. I'm quite easy, so you know, I'll probably end up liking these, to be honest with you. Next up, we have only 4 more Classic Who DVDs, and then we're moving on to New Who and Big Finish and spin-offs. We have The Keeper of Traken. I haven't seen it yet, to be honest with you. I've heard some very good things about it, you know, saying it's the best in season 18. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Apparently the Master appears in this episode again, one of the only times the 4th Doctor encounters the Master. So, there we go. Logopolis, the Fourth Doctor's regeneration story. I actually got this as part of the New Beginnings box set, but somehow I chucked the main box that came in. I don't really know why, because I quite like to keep them now with the beginning and the key to time. But yeah, I've heard some not very good things about the story, to be honest, so you know, I'm probably not looking forward to it as much as I would, but, you know, it'd still be nice to see another regeneration story. I've got quite a few now. Castrovalva is, it's supposed to be, you know, pretty good. I've heard some very good things about it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it, definitely. Okay, one more, and we're on to New Who. Earthshock is, it's supposed to be incredible, to be honest with you. It's got the Cybermen again for the first time in something like 7 years since season 12, and we've got Adric's, spoiler, death. I've heard lots about in the story, and yeah, it's supposed to be one of the best Fifth Doctor stories, along with like the Caves of Androzani, Resurrection of the Daleks, etc. So next up with New Who, quite elite, Series 9. We have the complete 9th series. Yeah, this is supposed to be, I've watched all of it. It's a very, very good series, to be honest with you. If we open it up, we've got this nice little sort of booklet. We've got the Doctor and Davros there, we've got Clara on the back, and if we open it up, then we've got Disc 1, Disc 2, and then it goes all the way to Disc 7. This has the episodes Last Christmas, plus the entirety of main season 9, and we also have the Husbands of River Song, so we've got 2 Christmas specials and a series, plus an entire disc of bonus features. It's a very good DVD release, I'd definitely recommend getting it. And next up, we have another New Who series, Series 10. This is my second favourite Doctor Who series after Series 7 of New Who, and yes, it's pretty good. We've got this cool art on the front where it kind of joins together to make this picture. Yeah, it's supposed to be, it looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. And yeah, I really like the majority of the episodes in the series. I definitely want to re-watch this. I haven't really seen it in a while, so that'll be nice to watch that again. It's a very good DVD release. Next up, the Sarah Jane Adventures, Series 1. Honestly, I know I don't really criticise Doctor Who that much, but with Sarah Jane Adventures, I just didn't really enjoy it all that much. This has the episodes The Invasion of the Bane, Revenge of the Slitheen, Eye of the Gorgon, Warriors of Kudlak, Whatever Happened to Sarah Jane, and The Lost Boy. In general, 3 of these I liked. I liked Invasion of the Bane, Warriors of Kudlak, and The Lost Boy. The other 3 I don't particularly care for. I think it was aimed more at younger children. However, it's still nice to see things from the Doctor Who universe, and I've heard that some of the later series are really, really good. So, you know, I'm still got hope. And finally, the last item in this collection, I feel really sorry for it because it's quite lonely. My one Big Finish audio. This is it's a 10th Doctor story with Donna called Death's Deal. Most of you probably haven't heard of it because it's not like one of the main range things, and it's not like a big box set. It's just a standalone story. It's like an hour and a half long or something, and it's part of a series they did in 2013 called Destiny of the Doctor. And they did one of these for each Doctor up to the 11th Doctor for the 50th anniversary, and yeah, this is the 10th Doctor one. I really enjoyed it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I really like most of this series. I've listened to some others online, and I'm hoping to get the discs of them soon. So, yeah, that was really, really good. I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. Feel free to comment on this kind of new format of video. I've never really tried one of these before. So, yes, I hope you enjoyed, and so usually I do this kind of next time thing. I'm just going to tell you, next time I'm going to be reviewing a story I actually just had, Terror of the Autons. So I'm going to have to watch the remaining 3 episodes and do a review on it. So I hope you enjoy that, and I will see you then. And goodbye.